Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, and Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors goes to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the elect Akim out here that's pushing this truth in all four corners in truth and sincerity. Salakia. I seen this article. Well, actually, I seen it on the news earlier. I seen this article basically saying like how polio disease is basically making its way back out in its queendom, you know. And then basically is going to say this from the USA Today. Paralyzing polio-like disease affects more children, Maryland Health Department says. And it goes to say, according to the Minnesota Department of Health, the 6 cases have been classified as acute flaccid myelitis and were reported in children under 10 years old. The Center of Disease Control Prevention has been investigating more than 360 cases of acute flaccid myelitis dating back to 2014. The disorder, which mainly affects children, can paralyze a child's arm and legs. The average age of AFM patients is 4 years old. Nancy Masoner, the director of the CDC National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Disease, said Thursday. Brittany Flower with the Maryland Department of Health told the USA Today that there have been five possible cases of the AFM in the state, all children under the age of 18. The Minnesota Health Department announces 6 cases were reported in children under 10 years old in this state. The CDC confirms that the AFM cases in 22 states. The CDC said the cause of most AFM cases are unknown, but few cases have been linked to other viruses. Symptoms of the AFM are extremely similar to the polio virus, West Nile virus, adenovirus, which makes it difficult for the doctors to diagnose. Symptoms include drooping of the face, eyelids, difficulty with eye movement, and swallowing and slurred speech. In severe cases, children might have trouble breathing and need a ventilator because of muscle weakness. There's one report of a child dying from AFM in 2017. So basically, what that's saying is so many words. A disease that they clearly say they had basically said they had a control over. They don't have a control over it because the Lord had them to think they had a control over that disease. But now, as we that close to getting up out of here, the scriptures say, you know, slightly paraphrasing, Babylon gonna be hit with famine, pestilence, and plagues, man. And this is one of them plagues. On top of that, they're gonna be trying to develop some kind of a vaccination to stick your children with. Originally, when vaccinations, like I did a video a couple months ago when it said originally they was only it was only recommended kids get like 4 vaccines at that time, but now your children they recommending your children get like 14 vaccinations, and it's going to be another one because of this so-called scare or whatever. But you know, ultimately, that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua cursing this place and these people, man, for them following the ways of for Israel following the ways of the heathenistic customs, for Israel being stiff-necked and basically stubborn, you know, is his way of busting Israel ass, man. I'm gonna pull a scripture. This is Exodus 9:14, and it goes to say, "For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thy heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth." Yeah, the Lord said He going He said He going send all His plagues upon your heart, and upon thy servants, and upon the people, that thou may know that there is none like Him. But this He doing this. This what He doing. This is preliminary. This something light. It's gonna get worse than that. Continue on to verse 15. It says, "For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth." And that's when it's going to get serious, man. He going to smite thee and the people with pestilence, man, and cut them off from the earth, man. That's when it's going to get real. This polio and all this stuff, this small stuff, man. This small stuff, but it's going to get a lot worse, man. It's going to get a lot worse. And why are these things happening, man? Why is these things happening? Because continuously the Lord had delivered Israel from situations, and Israel ain't want to do nothing but be stiff-necked, man. They wanted to be stiff-necked. Israel, I mean, it's still going on today. Want to be stiff-necked, want to do things their own way, and don't want to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Israel continuously didn't want to be in order, you know. And that's why the Lord has many ways to jack Israel up. This is just one of them. You know, when you go into when you going to I don't want to say the wrong book, but I believe it was Genesis, man. With the Pharaoh, Moses and the Pharaoh, man, and Pharaoh's heart was hardened up, and the Lord kept hitting him with all them plagues, and he still wasn't getting it, man. That's the same Israel in the same mind state how Pharaoh was, man. They sit up there, get jacked up, and don't be that serious. Then the Lord let up off of them, and they be like, "All right, well, I'm gonna do it right this time," and then they go back to doing the same thing again and get Lord jack them up a little bit worse. "Oh, Lord, I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that," and they just don't get. Israel just don't want to get right, man. I'm gonna pull another scripture. This is Isaiah 45:5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girdled thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is no one else. The Lord has no partners. There's no other God. There's no other God but besides Yahweh, and no Lord but Yahweh Basim Yahshua, man. It ain't nobody else. Ain't no Buddha. Ain't no Allah. Ain't no Rastafari, none of that, man. Ain't no Jehovah. One name, man. Continuing on to verse 7. I form the light and I create the dark. I make peace and I create evil. I am the Lord, I do all these things. So that's right there telling you, I mean, you know, even though with a lot of these diseases and a lot of things that happen falls with people getting murdered and you know, people out here shooting up stuff, the Lord put the spirit on them to do these things, man. Didn't he just say he create the light and the dark? He made peace and he create evil. So he create the evil spirit to get on you to do those type things, man. It say I the Lord do all these things, man. Just like he the one that created that polio vaccine to come back and start jamming people up, man. These heathen nations and these Israelites that's living like heathens, man. That's why he did that, man. Salaki, I got another scripture. This is Isaiah 31:2. Yet he also was wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but he will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. You know, like I said, he will not call back his words. All these words in these scriptures, man, he ain't calling them back because the Lord don't lie, man. He not calling it back. But he going to rise against the house of the evildoers, man. The evildoers, that go twofold. That's talking about Esau, aka Edomite, aka the white man. And he gonna rise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. And that's talking about the 2/3, man. That's talking about them 2/3. Is a scripture that is a scripture slightly paraphrasing saying your deeds surpass the wicked, man. So you gonna get it too, man. And who we know the wicked to be? The white man. All through the history of the Bible, man, he the one who's been straight up wicked, man. And I'm gonna finish it up. I got one more verse. I'll find it real quick. So loud, yeah. Yeah. Bear with me 1 second. Alright, this is Amos 3:6. So shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid. And if you read the scriptures, you know every time when the trumpet is blown is war, aka somebody about to die, man. So shall you not be afraid? Even when you look at those war movies, that horn blow, you know it's about to be a war. But you know it's going to be some death and destruction coming, man. Shall you not be afraid? Shall there be an evil in Salakia? Continuing on, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord not done it? Like I just read in that scripture earlier, I believe it was in Isaiah. The Lord said he created light and dark, good and evil, man. He created all that, man. And why he do it? Because a false balance is an abomination, man. He had to do those things because this world ain't right. This world ain't right, and that's why he did it, man. That's why he ain't did it. But it's gonna be different in the kingdom. But I'm gonna end it on that note. Hopefully this video was edifying. Shalom.